Pete Sampras has been to the net 45 times at 84 points and won 32 of them. So the game plan you referred to has not only been a consistent part of his game today, but it's been an effective part.
Now, when you're going to the net that much, you have to be efficient. You have to consistently make your returns and make your first and second serves, or it doesn't work. He has to go to game plan B.
We talked about him rounding into form over the course of this tournament. Well, he is in razor sharp form here in the championship when it matters most.
30 love.
This is the record of Pete Sampras in finals. Now, you've had to at least get to 10 finals in your career. Thomas Muster, mainly a dirt dog at 44-11. Pete Sampras, but a big match player. Last year, the finals of Wimbledon, knocked off Andre Agassi, tuned him. Finals of the World Championships in Hanover, beat Agassi, tuned him. Somehow was able to lift his game. And in the semifinals, Pete Sampras was playing spotty.
40 love.
But look at this final. Lights out. 5-0 in finals last year in 1999. But it's that ability of great athletes, Jordan, that can really lift their game to the next level. Gretzky.
Just too big a serve there, 125. And another easy service game victory for Pete Sampras. He's now at 5-3 in the second set. So Gustavo Kuerten trying to figure out a way to somehow get himself back into this. Here at the Ericsson Open. Now most of the crowd has arrived. We mentioned a traffic accident held up a lot of them. They missed much of the first set due to that.
Now, the fans have been treated to a great event the last 2 weeks. The men and women together. We had #1 and #2 in the world playing against each other in the women's final. The big screens out there to see all the daily play, even in the food court if you're not at a match.
30 love.
That's long. But even today, as we mentioned at the top of the program, they sold ground passes today because they couldn't accommodate more than the 14,000 in the stadium itself. And they've got thousands more out watching on those big screens. 30 love Kuerten. Wide.
30-15.
Double fault his second.
Big time tennis has become more than just a tennis match. It's an event. You really have to go. It's like the Super Bowl, the World Series. So much surrounding the tennis matches.
Oh, a rare error on the backhand side when it's in a strike zone. So maybe a little frustration at work here for Kuerten. 30 all. And with due cause. We mentioned 32 times Sampras comes to the net out of 45 successfully. Here he is again. And again, he comes up with it.
Well, Gustavo is not making many unforced errors. Look, 6 unforced errors to 14 winners. So if you looked at that stat and you're like, oh my, he's got to be winning this match. But then you flip it over and all of a sudden you have the greatest player of all time, Pete Sampras, 22 winners to 10 unforced errors. That's blitzkrieg. That's George Patton in the tennis outfit.
Well, early on that one, it looked like. A rare mistake for Sampras today. Back to deuce.
Yeah, Gustavo's just getting beat up. I mean, you can really see that. His facial, his court manner is just, he's defeated. I don't want to say he's defeated. He's still hanging in there. He's got an add point right now to make Sampras serve it out in the second set. But it's Pete Sampras' ball is so heavy and so quick that Gustavo Kuerten can't do anything with it. From the ground, he hasn't been able to come to the net too much. He doesn't even like coming to the net.
Well, nor can he draw on a lot of experience against Sampras either, having a lot of time to learn. He's only played 2 sets against him. He lost those. And Hanover.
Advantage Kuerten.
Now he's got a game point here to get to 5-4 in the second set.
Now, if he can hold, though, on the bright side, he is only down 1 break. And in the semifinals, Pete Sampras really lost his rhythm. against Leighton Hewitt, and all of a sudden the wheels kind of came off the track.
And he does hold to 5-4. Sampras will serve for the second set and a 2-set lead in this best of 5 Ericsson Open Championship when we return. Tim Ryan, Luke Jensen, Pam Oliver here in Miami at the Ericsson Open. Pete Sampras serving for the second set at 5-4 against Gustavo Kuerten of Brazil, the number 6 seed. Sampras seeded number 2. Kuerten eliminated the top seed Andre Agassi in one of the semifinals.
Now this was the hiccup I was telling you about. If Gustavo is hung in there, he's just down a break. Pete's at the wheel to serve out the second set. Best of 5 set match. This is where Gustavo needs to take some chances.
Third double by Sampras against 12 aces.
Pete is serving right into the sun. This is going to be a difficult second serve. That's okay. You went for it. You took it. You had the green light. The ball was up in your strike zone. You went for it. Still 15 all. You have to make Pistol Pete feel the pressure right now.
Huge 125 down the tee. 30-15. 30-15.
Great concentration from Pete Sampras, playing at his own tempo.
Got it.
Guga lets go right down the middle with that return of serve. And Pete doesn't do enough with the forehand volley. Kind of jams him, but here's the backhand pass. Accelerate. The other ball just jumped off his racket.
30 all. Oh, great forehand return. Break point, Kuerten.
Finally, Guga clocks one off the forehand wing. And Pete's been really working that forehand wing over. It's a nice serve, right on the line, but Guga's there with those long arms.
Here comes the chant, Guga, Guga. Hasn't given them much to cheer about so far. Every opportunity for them to get involved, they'll take, and that's good for him.
Thank you. Thank you.
Go for it here with a big one.
No, three-quarter kick and get in.
He's got it.
Pete Sampras goes for the meat and potatoes. Second serve kick. Get in, try to hit a volley, but the return's right at his shoelaces. He's in a defensive position, volleys up. See how he's right on top of the ball as Gustavo. Then he sets up, and he doesn't know. Right at the last minute, topspin lob for the winner.
Sampras broke for 3-2 in this set. Kuerten has broken back there on serve.
Players are ready. This is
Just missed.
Sampras just aching to get to the net, to take control of this match up to each point. And Gustavo just scrambling around the baseline with his quick feet.
Bob 15 at 5 all. Second set. got that to the finish line, and Sampras jumped on it again. And certainly every chance. I haven't seen Pete be this aggressive, certainly in this tournament. He's just coming and coming with every possible opportunity.
Well, every time he sees blood in the water, and that's what I mean by that is there's a short ball. Gustavo just doesn't drive this backhand deep enough. Short ball, Pete's going to jump on it, chip and charge.
Love 30, door open for Sampras. And a big ace when he needed it from Kuerten, his fourth.
125 miles an hour, right down the Texas T-bone.
Sampras said after the match against Leighton Hewitt, talking to the press, that he didn't want to stay back and rally with this guy. He said that's his game. He's good at it. I respect that. I'm going to try and get in and make things happen. Well, he's delivered that so far. What an angle. Great angle from Kuerten to 30 all.
It's that transition game when the ball is short to be able to create that angle. And it's so tough with a one-handed backhand. With a two, you have that extra hand to really snap it off like Andre Agassi would. But the backhand with one hand is tough. But he gets under it, great leverage, good extension with the follow-through.
Good serve from Kuerten. A little extra on that. 30.
And just a couple minutes ago, we're talking about the great Pete Sampras just leaning on the Brazilian. And if you don't close the door on these guys, I mean, Gustavo Kuerten's a top 10 player in the world, the former French Open champion. This guy can play. You got to shut him down.
Another great angle backhand, and Kuerten holds to 6-5 here in the second. Sampras won the first set. We'll return after these messages and a word from your local station.